Chinese stock markets, Chinese and American property developers, and the impact that the contagion from Evergrand is going to have on our entire economy and our stock markets. Thank you, everybody. I'd like to welcome Francisco, Elmo, Silverback, and everybody else who joined us today. Let's hit it with the intro, and then we'll get going. We'll start in about 2 minutes. Tweet it out. I'm going to tweet it out, give people a chance to hop in here. If you're watching the video for the first time, feel free to skip forward about 5 minutes.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey, Back, what are you drinking? Fucking rich. I want my fucking money.
Right now I am, you caught me with my pants down. I'm actually drinking vodka with hot cocoa. I'm off the bourbon tonight. Yeah, I know. That's right. I know, isn't it? Yeah. Yep. My wife bought me pink clothes today.
So fucking rich. Damn it, we're gonna be so fucking rich. What's up, Tully, Jahaba, Lizzie, Sean, Moon, everybody? It's good to see you guys. What's up, boys? Eric? Listen, I want my fucking money.
You're an original,
Hey,
aren't
yelling,
you?
cowboy. Give me the fucking money. Cheers. Get the goddamn money printer out.
Great.
Just putting this out on Twitter real quick. Go ahead and share it. Send it to your friends. Send it to your family. Send it to your mom and your grandma. Hey, check this fucking guy out. We're gonna be so fucking rich. Get the goddamn money printer out. Gonna be so goddamn rich.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Gonna be fucking rich. I want my fucking money. God damn it, old yeller. I want my fucking money. Yo, motherfucker. Holy shit, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Make sure you guys mute your mic if you're not talking. It's okay to unmute it when you want to speak. Make sure
Can you hear what I'm the sound from my computer? No.
it sounds fine right now. You're good.
No, because I was here in the house talking though. I didn't know if you guys were listening.
Listen, I want my fucking money.
You're an original,
Hey,
aren't
yelling,
you?
cowboy. Cheers. Fucking money. We're gonna be so fucking rich. Holy shit. Get the goddamn money. Get the goddamn money printer out.
Great.
What's up, Jeffrey, Jared, Peter? Good to see you guys. Hey, Natalie. What's up, Julian?
The bounty letter.
We're gonna be so fucking rich. Get the goddamn money printer out. Fuck. That song gets me jacked. Are we ready to go or what? I'm ready to fucking party. I don't care how long this takes. I don't care if it takes another year, 2 years. Sorry, guys. Be ready for a long wait. I don't think that's what's going to happen, but just be fucking prepared for a long wait. However, you know what's not going to take long? Goddamn Chinese developers and stock market and entire economy to come crashing down. Let's take a look at this shit. Fitch downgraded Central China real estate to a B+ on October 21st. And for those of you that are unaware, Fitch Ratings is one of the main rating companies in the world. They're the ones that downgraded the United States credit rating back in 2011 and 2013 during the debt ceiling crisis, when our fucking dumbasses in power were unable to come into agreement on raising the debt ceiling, which is the exact same fucking thing you're seeing now. So anyways, Fitch Rating downgraded the Chinese home builder Central China Real Estate Limited long-term foreign currency issuer default rating to B++ from BB-. B+, excuse me, is lower than BB-. The outlook is negative. Fitch has also downgraded the senior unsecured rating and the ratings on the outstanding US dollar senior unsecured notes to B+, with a recovery rating of RR4 from BB-. This reflects directly the weakness that their business profile and limited funding access are showing clearly. Okay, they are highly reliant on offshore bonds for funding, and those bonds are fucking worthless right now. The negative outlook reflects their views that there are uncertainties about the stability of the company's sales collection amid a slowdown in the property fucking market. And if that's not enough for you, and you don't realize that there's a contagion going on that's not going to only affect China, but also the entire global economy. Furthermore, Fitch also downgraded China South City to a B-, outlook negative, right? China South City Holdings Limited has been downgraded from B to a B-, and the outlook is negative. They downgraded their senior unsecured ratings. They removed ratings from under criteria observation following the publication of its updated corporate ratings. This reflects the weakened funding access against significant obligations maturing in the coming 12 to 18 months. In English, what does this mean, guys? Then the next year to year and a half, these fuckers are not going to have enough money to pay their bills. This isn't something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to drag on for a long time. This is the beginnings of a great reset, whether we like it or not. What's up, Rico? Yeah, we're having a smoke, brother. Have a smoke, have a drink. Cheers, everybody. Hey, if we're going to be talking about this fucking garbage, you know, literally the impending doom of our global economy due to hedge funds and banks over leveraging to the tune of $426 trillion in liabilities, $426 trillion in derivatives alone, that's a lot of fucking money. And you're right, Sergio. It means we're going to be fucking rich. Holy shit. Sadly, we can't say the same for everybody else, huh, guys? Embattled property giant China's Evergrand is highly likely, quote unquote, to default when it faces enormous repayment pressures early next year, according to S&P Global Ratings. The agency released a report saying the property giant faces a big test in March and April when it will have to make $3.5 billion in payments of principal for its public U.S. dollar senior notes. The S&P report said, quote unquote, at some point, Evergrand's massive debt will catch up with it. The firm has lost the capacity to sell new homes, which means its main business model is effectively defunct. This makes full repayments of its debts unlikely. God damn! That is bad news for them, for China, for the rest of the world. And currently you're seeing banks like Clearwater, I think it's called, lie about the repayments. You know, China's government is, quote unquote, looking to soften the blow. That's why Chinese Communist Party is lying to people like you and I, that saying that these bonds have been repaid, when they haven't. These bonds have not been repaid. Right? You've got guys out there like Dr. Metzler from Germany, Dr. Marco Metzler, who has been posting consistently, and he's with a rating consulting firm, and he's giving us information about the rating that the agency, the S&P Global, has warned of major default risks at Evergrand. This isn't something that we haven't heard before. But this happened immediately after Evergrand sold its stake in its streaming company called Hang 10. It's basically China's Netflix, all right? They're pretending to, quote unquote, still be alive and trying to save themselves by selling a subsidiary for $274 million. That's already being taken at a loss of about 25%. But that really doesn't mean a whole lot when they've got billions of dollars, for example, $3.5 billions of dollars in notes and repayments due in the coming near future. These guys are selling off their airplanes. They're selling off their apartments and their houses, their personal houses, to try to make these payments. And they're not going to be able to. I don't know. Francisco, Elmo, I really think that these assholes are trying to keep these guys alive. And I think that Goldman Sachs is buying Evergrande bonds specifically to prop up the market as a quid pro quo to the federal government in order to allow them to use the reverse repurchase program and get that 0.05% guarantee every night.
I mean, they can, but I mean, basically these bonds, they're buying them in China. Yeah, they're part of their portfolio, but what they put back in the reverse repo is cash, is excess of cash. Those bonds are already in losses. So what they could do, I don't know if the Fed is buying them through the quantitative easing, but the Fed is already tampering.
Yep. And for those of you guys that don't really know how reverse repos are being used or why they're being used, reverse repos are basically being used right now to prop up the market since it's basically starting to fail. So that's one way that they're just throwing influxes of cash into the economy to keep it propped up before it absolutely just tanks.
Yep. And for those of you that are unaware, the goddamn China Evergrande stock is down another 13.5%. Surprise, surprise. Thank you, Caden. Natalie, I appreciate you. I'm reading your comments. I appreciate you guys very much. But this could be the beginnings of what you start seeing. These are going to be the kinds of companies like China Evergrande and these other, developers like Central China Real Estate Limited, and China South City. These are the developers that are going to go bankrupt and cause the ripple effect that destroys the rest of these global economies that have been artificially propped up for so long. What's up, Elmo?
I was just going to say, this is the domino that we've been talking about for months that we've literally just been waiting for it to just fall. And it's finally starting to fall. And I think it's just a matter of time before the ripple from China gets over into our economy and just starts taking a massive shit.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man. They can only pretend for so long, but it's time to pay the piper. The time is now.
Yeah, as far as I know, by June next year, tampering must be over.
Yeah. So the federal government's already started tapering as of November 15th.
Yeah,
and they're just getting started. And the markets and crypto have been steadily selling off since. That's for sure. I don't think we're going to make it into the next year. I don't think we're going to make it to 2022 before, even if Evergrande does survive to 2022, I don't think that the rest of the markets can manage that long.
I think the market's got too much momentum. It's just not going to be able to keep up with it. I mean, you listen to guys like Dave Lauer and those guys talk about it, and they're saying the same thing. I mean, the market is so freaking overbought that eventually it's just going to collapse on its own because there's so much over leverage everywhere.
Yeah, that's why we've been talking about this since July. That's why we've been talking about this. We've come out on Twitter and YouTube to tell this to people because it's obvious. It's right in your face. And it's too much to pretend like it's not going to happen. Now, you want to see the global contagion? You don't believe me yet? since we haven't been right this whole fucking time, sure, the government's kicked the can a little bit on the debt ceiling. That's to be expected. Nobody wants to default on this debt. But that doesn't mean that the Republicans are going to play ball forever, right? China-linked Park Avenue skyscraper files for bankruptcy. All right, the owner of a Manhattan skyscraper tied to China's HNA Group has filed for bankruptcy, saying that SL Green, the property's manager, botched the replacement of important tenant. Major League fucking Baseball, the MLB. The MLB told these assholes, let me see, what was it? Back in 2016? Yeah, they told them back in 2016, we're out of here in 2022. And you guys need to find a replacement for us. We're not going to renew our lease. And these dumbasses, SL Green and HNA Group, we're not keeping an eye on their property. And now their biggest tenant is out of there. And PWM Property Management said it faces about $2.2 billion with a B as in bitch in liabilities. All right. While the assets include 245 Park Avenue in New York and a building in Chicago's business district are worth about $2.5 billion. Currently, they are worth $2.5 billion. What do you think they're going to be worth when the real estate sector tanks? They're going to be upside down. This is not good news.
Look,
people.
You know about Alibaba? Basically, they're the Chinese Amazon,
Yep.
the Asian version of Amazon. And right now, given the spillovers from Evergrande, well, basically Evergrande has contract consumption in China. That means people are ordering less through Alibaba. Right now, the market cap is down 450 billion since October 26th.
What? Say that again?
Since October 2020, Alibaba has been down 450 billion, all in a downtrend spike.
450 billion?
Yeah.
Wow.
I will tag
That's
you.
incredible.
I just tagged you on Twitter.
Thanks, brother. I'll check that out ASAP. So yeah, guys.
So
3
imagine
years
they're
ago-
the Chinese version of Amazon.
Yeah, Alibaba is the biggest competitor to Amazon nationwide. And so these guys here did not make their most recent payment. All right, and it's in the millions of dollars, their monthly payment here. PWM Property Management is probably going to have to sell both these buildings, and that's going to take a while because 3 years ago, H&A listed a Manhattan property for sale, and that thing's still available. Let's say that much. That thing's still available. So liquidity does not come quick or cheap for buildings that cost billions of dollars. It's a bit of a tongue twister. Yeah, I don't know. Sub is Jack Ma still around, brother? Yeah, do me a favor, drop a like if you found any value in this video so far. Share it if you really found something interesting and educational. Aside from now this PWM property management, they have $2.5 billion in assets and $2.5 billion in liabilities. And when the real estate market crashes, those assets are going to be worth even less, leaving a lot of bonds on the fucking hook. Plain and simple. So PWM is going to default on $2 billion buildings, one in Chicago and one in New York. And guess who else filed? Is filing for bankruptcy. We got several companies that just posted up. Monster Investments Inc. On October 19th, Monster Investments, a Maryland-based real estate company, filed a petition for relief under Chapter 11 under Bankruptcy Code. They report $10 million in assets and over $16 million in liabilities. Now, we're talking smaller sum than we were previously, but it's still $16 million that people and businesses in the United States are not going to get paid, plus other investors in that company. Carlson Travel. of Minnetonka, Minnesota. Another hurting company, except they're not directly in the development, in property development. They work in business travel management, traveler care, consulting, and booking services. They have between $1 and $10 billion in assets and liabilities. There's another several billion wiped off the face of the earth.
Interrupted me many times. Heard your speaker talk about.
We're gonna be fucking rich. God bless the poor holders of these bonds. Holy shit. Oh yeah, one more thing. Ken Griffin, where's my fucking money? I want my fucking money. 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 I want my fucking money. Gary Gensler. I want my fucking money. Come on, Francisco, stay with me, brother. Elmo, where you going? I want my fucking money.
Yeah, I'm here,
Gensler.
man.
Good deal. I want my fucking money. I want my fucking money. And I want it now. My fucking money.
I want Evergrand
Gensler.
to fuck our markets, man. I want my money.
I don't think we have much of a choice whether we want it or not. Evergrand is fucking all of
Come
us.
on, man.
Honestly, like for instance, like Charlie, I know a couple people. They are like, we want things to happen, or you know, things
Your
to happen
computer's too loud, Francisco.
organically. But you know, American institutions, government, Federal Reserve, they're not gonna help our cause. We need external factors playing in.
Absolutely. We've said this from the very beginning. Okay, this is not your standard stock play or stock squeeze. This is not a standard short squeeze. It is nothing like Volkswagen. It's nothing like dry ships. And I remember those fucking stocks because I was part of some of them. But this is nothing like that. Francisco, your computer's too loud.
Yeah,
What
yeah.
we're
I just
seeing
turned it
here
off.
is a lot worse because these guys won't even cover or close their positions. Because if they do, it'll cause a domino effect that will destroy the entire goddamn United States economy. And if Gary Gensler and the SEC were to crack down on these assholes and make that happen, they would be directly blamed for destroying our economy and letting it get this way in the first place. But now, Gensler has stepped aside and said we didn't see anything. His report from the SEC was a blessing in disguise. You guys may not see that yet, but it was a blessing in disguise because now it gives GameStop and AMC the absolute green light to run an NFT and a DeFi exchange and slap an NFT connected to each one of these shares. And it's going to squeeze the fucking shorts. And guess what? If that doesn't, this goddamn real estate market crash will. Sadly, it's going to take crypto and the real estate market along with it. But they're all interconnected. Because when you have real estate, you have bonds. And bonds are traded as derivatives on markets through the internationally and nationally, domestically. So this $500 billion macro shock, as Francisco likes to call it ever so eloquently, is not going to just fuck up China, the Chinese development market. It's going to destroy Australia, Germany, the United Kingdom, America, Canada, South America. You're already seeing it now through inflation. You're going to see it more, a lot more, in the drop in property values. And you're going to see higher taxes also because of it. Because of it, there's going to be increases in taxes on people worldwide to try to cover these losses. Just like in 2020, we gave, you and I, I'm talking to you, we gave banks $300 billion last fucking year in 2020 because they couldn't sustain themselves. They didn't have the liquidity. Are you fucking kidding me?
Like we've been talking about for a while, boss. This is literally the perfect storm for not just a United States economical reset. This is a perfect storm for a worldwide reset.
And if it's not
And
clear, we've been spitting at this since July for a reason. Because we want people to know and not get blindsided and not lose your goddamn pensions. I get really pissed off when we talk about this shit. You know that?
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, all we're trying to do is inform, right? Inform and educate. At the end of the day, I mean, you can't lead a horse. You can lead a horse to water all day, but you can't make him drink it, brother.
Absolutely not. Hey, thanks so much, everybody, for coming out. Pam, Sergio, Sub, Rennie, thank you all. Appreciate your support. Please drop a like if you found any value. Feel free to subscribe and share, because that's how the algorithm shares it with other people through YouTube browsing. If you're unaware, China Evergrand Group is down 13.5% today. The entire Hang Seng is looking like to be in pretty rough shape. And we've got multiple companies here in the United States and in China, developers going bankrupt actively right now, worth billions of dollars. Okay, we've got travel management companies going bankrupt right now. In real estate, Maryland-based real estate companies going bankrupt right now for millions and millions of dollars. All right, PWM has $2.5 billion. All right, in liabilities alone. Now think about everybody that holds their bonds on top of that. All right, I've shown you this before, but the Office of the Comptroller of the Government, Office of the Comptroller of the Currency, OCC.gov, will give you these reports. All right, and they're very easy to find. Because if you look through their publications, you can see information on mortgages. You can see it on bank derivatives. And this is what really irritates me more than anything else. The fact that they're allowed to have $426 trillion in liabilities when they don't even have a tenth of that money. Well, I should say more, 1/5 of that money. They don't have 1/5 of that money in order to pay those liabilities and those derivatives. You know, you can see
While you're
mortgage
taking a
metrics.
quick breather, cryptos.
Go ahead, brother.
Sorry, brother.
No, please.
I was going to say while you're taking a quick breather, crypto's getting hit hard again. Bitcoin's down 6% right now.
Again? Every day,
It's
guys.
back down 6. It's back down 6%. It's at 50. I'm sorry. I don't want to misquote.
Go ahead.
It's at 56,000 right now.
56,000.
56,000. It
So
was actually
crypto is down yet
55.9.
again. Another 6%. Just like it was yesterday. And just like it will be tomorrow. And the day after. Until one day it's down a lot more than 6%. They need to pull this liquidity from somewhere. Fire cash.
Globally liquidity crisis.
We're in a major liquidity crisis because these pieces of shit market makers and hedge funds, and even some of these broker dealers, sadly, as well as the clearinghouses, over-leveraged themselves so badly that they had to pull the buy button. Oh, and by the way, for those of you that are unaware, that Robinhood case was the Robinhood and Citadel lawsuit from retailers was dismissed. However, they are going to refile from what the sounds of it are. And they are well within their rights to refile that lawsuit. They had made some sort of mistake on the paperwork, in my opinion. Take a look at this. How bad is liquidity? You want proof? This is the second quarter 2021 quarterly report on bank trading and derivative activities from the Office of the Comptroller of the Currency. Quote, the second quarter trading revenue was $2.4 billion, 22.9%, less than the previous quarter. 22.9% less than the previous quarter. This isn't something that's happening over long periods of time. This liquidity crisis is now, today, yesterday, and tomorrow. Welcome to the Great Reset. Temi, yes, I will probably be live during MOASS if I am able to. I think somebody needs to. And I know I sure as shit don't want to be watching Matt Kors when I'm live. I'd rather just be doing my thing and sharing my time with you guys all here in the think tank.
You will be like, your boss plan. You will be like the video you were like trying to match the price you were selling your stock, and you're like, I'm leaving the room. I'm not selling at 50K.
Hey, if any of you watched that video of the short squeeze simulation, I didn't sell till we got to six figures. I didn't sell a thing until we got to six figures. I think we made what? $20 million off a fucking $1,000 investment on that simulator. Again, that was just a game, but that was fun, huh? I think we're all gonna need a bigger goddamn money counter. Jerome Powell, get the fucking money printer out, motherfucker. Thank God it's digital. Otherwise, it'd be really fucking embarrassing, and it would take an awfully long time for Jerome Powell to print out that much money. Trading revenue in the second quarter 2021 decreased by 40.9%. Look at that. Year over year, it's down almost 41%. And in one quarter, it's down almost 23%. The goddamn reason your crypto is losing value is because the hedgies are yanking the fucking rug out from underneath your feet. Open your goddamn eyes. It's really fucking simple. 4 large banks hold 88%, almost 89% of the total banking notional derivatives. You know what that also means? They hold 88.7% of the total notional derivatives losses as well. Losses. 4 banks. JP Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and who am I forgetting, guys? Help me out here. Who's my other 4th piece of shit major bank? Oh, yeah, look, I got fucking 20 guys in here. Nobody wants to talk now.
I mean, you were so jacked talking. So
I am
like,
fucking jacked. This is ridiculous.
Goldman Sachs, Wells Fargo, Bank of America.
Wells Fargo's number 5, actually.
Oh, that's right. They had a lower position. It was somebody I wasn't expecting. What the fuck was it? Wasn't BlackRock. Wasn't...
Did you say Citibank?
Citibank.
Yeah, Citibank. How could I forget? Good old Citibank. God damn.
The prime broker for Citadel.
Yeah.
Citibank.
How do we fucking forget?
Citibank and Bank of America and Goldman Sachs are... I'm sorry. No, not Citibank. JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and Goldman Sachs are the top 3 prime brokers for Citadel.
JP Morgan Chase is the Antichrist. I just want to say that.
For those of you that are unaware, this is back Silverback. That was fucking epic, dude. JP Morgan Chase is the goddamn Antichrist. I can't say no there. This is the Bank of America preferred shares probability of bankruptcy analysis from macroaccess.com. This is a relative measure of the likelihood of financial distress. For stocks, the probability of bankruptcy is the normalized value of z-score. Okay? The score is used to predict the probability of a firm or fund experiencing financial distress within the next 24 months. It goes from 0 to 100, indicating the firm's actual probability it will be financially distressed in the next 2 years. Bank of America, 75 fucking percent.
That's a whole lot of ass.
Got him, coach. Got him.
That's pretty fucking epic if you ask me. You can't ask for more than that. You know, and people are wondering why we're working so hard on Xchange, and I think that Xchange is very important as a broker because of the fact that almost 61.5% of all volume was traded in dark pools. So only 39.5% in the second quarter of 2021 of stock market volume was traded on lit markets. Isn't that sad?
No, it's not sad. It's fucking criminal. That's what it is.
I would say
Seriously.
I agree. It's much more criminal than sad. You're right about that.
I mean, hand to God, this is not financial advice, but they're a bunch of cunts. So
Fucking love you, Silver. You're the man. This is not a bunch of financial advice, but yeah, they are some cunts, huh? So send this to your grandma. Make sure you tell her that Boss Blunts is a very fine individual and uses proper grammar at all times. Don't mention the swearing. Maybe she'll watch. Money. I want my fucking money. Don't forget, your grandma was a hippie. She probably smoked pot and dropped acid back in the 60s, so in the 70s. So don't sweat it. She can handle a little bit of fucking swearing. Right, Grandma? And for those of you that don't know, it's not that we can't use other adjectives and verbs, but goddamn, there's no fucking better verb than fuck. We're going to be fucking rich. Not just filthy rich. We're going to be so fucking rich. This is not financial advice. Do your own due diligence.
Do you think we're going to be rich, though?
Yo, guys, I just saw crypto
filthy,
right now.
Ridiculously goddamn wealthy. It's going to be insane. That's what I think.
What'd you say, Francisco?
No, I just saw crypto right now. And Bitcoin's down 7.64%. Everything is, Dogecoin is 9.64, and Shiba it's 12.771. All of them.
Everything's taking it.
Yeah,
everything's taking a nosedive.
They're liquidating to mid margin in the regular market. That's what
Francisco,
they're doing.
9 hours ago, I checked Bitcoin on my Gemini, and it was down 4%. What are we at right now? Down. What is the negativity? What is the Bitcoin's status?
Currently, the price is at 56,000.
Wow. So not even 9 hours ago, the price of Bitcoin was at 58,000. Yep.
What'd you say, Cash?
$500 billion index bleed on their crypto.
$500
billion
on crypto.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
That's just wiped off the planet, guys. And did you lose money in crypto today? Let's check out the YouTube chat. Did you guys lose money in crypto today? Because I don't have anything in crypto right now because I kind of, have been watching this shit for a while. And I don't want to play with that. I'm losing money elsewhere for now, and I'm okay with that because it's unrealized, baby. Diamond hands.
Oh man. And oh my God.
That's insane. I need another fucking drink. Cheers. Much love to you all. Appreciate you. Wish you all peace and wealth. But yeah, take a look here, and we're not just talking down a couple of percent. These crypto are down, 5, 10, 15% on the regular. And it's only getting worse, as Francisco just proved to us. This isn't natural at all. It's directly related to market makers and hedge funds' lack of collateral. So they've got to liquidate other positions. Cryptocurrency does not count as recognized collateral for their assets. They have to liquidate it every morning and use it in the stock market. Razor says, man, I made money, but for the most part, everything is shitty. I get it, man. Ray down this week, but still up significantly. I get it, brother. That's how it is, man. So I wish you the best. Make smart decisions, my friends. Make smart decisions. And meanwhile, my boy Corey at Corey AMC1, everything's totally fine. They made their payments. Trust me, bro. Evergrand is cool.
Oh, fucking Corey. That's awesome.
I fucking love that guy.
Corey and his Peter Tingles. It's fucking awesome.
Now, for those of you that are unaware, this is no longer known as the Build Back Better plan. This, from here on out, get this hashtag trending. This is Build Back Beijing. This is not anything to do with America. This is going to cost us $4.5 trillion. It's going to reach into every single one of our pockets. It's the biggest price spike in 40 years. $3 trillion in new debt. And guess what, guys? Billionaires are going to get $250 billion tax relief, and we're going to get $20 each. Yeah, you heard me. 20. We're going to get the big $20 in tax refunds, in tax relief, but billionaires get $250 billion. Does that sound fucking awesome or what? Let's go, Brandon! Fuck, man! This is ridiculous. God damn. Build Back Beijing. Get that shit trending. You gotta hear this. You got to hear
That
this.
dude's a fucking ass muppet.
Oh my god. This guy, he ain't lying.
Oh my
okay,
God.
he's standing in front of fucking in the House of Reps over here in Congress. I'll tell you that much. Let's see if we can get this shit loaded.
Motherfucker's up in the balcony at the theater and at the Muppet fucking theater. That old man.
What a fucking shitstorm, right?
God damn, dude. It's like, you know,
He says if we want to save America, we have to kill this bill. Jason Smith shreds
Thank you,
Build
Madam
Back
Speaker. I
bullshit.
yield my time so much as I may consume.
The gentleman is
Let me turn this
recognized.
volume up a little
Thank
bit.
you, Madam
so you guys can hear
Speaker.
him properly.
This is an absolute disgrace.
Damn, that's
It's
savage.
beyond belief
Let me
of
turn
how
this up.
terrible this moment is.
that's
It's
the name of my
embarrassing to
porno.
the
I got a video
people
going. Don't
of
talk
the
too loud,
United
please.
States what is going on.
Damn it, Silverback, you broke the fucking video. Citadel,
We
stop
have
shorting my
seen
stream. Come on, old
three
yeller.
3 versions of this bill written behind closed doors in Speaker Pelosi's office.
Are you serious?
And as we stand here this second, Madam
Completely
Speaker,
serious.
this second, they are rewriting a
What the hell just
version of the bill in Speaker Pelosi's office. We will be
Because I
recessing
said something and
shortly,
popped it?
sometime throughout this debate, for the Rules Committee can present a 4th version of a 2,000-page bill. Once again, in this House, Speaker Pelosi is trying to pass a bill before no one knows what's in it,
Yo,
so
this
that
guy
the American
McCarty
people can read it after it's
has
been
been
passed.
talking for almost
Let me tell
an
you,
hour
Madam
and a half.
Speaker,
All Congress
I'll
people
tell you
are
what's
going nuts.
Francisco, say that one more time, loud and clear.
No, because I'm listening parallel to what was it, the Congress floorcast. There's this they're basically discussing the BBB package,
Right
and
now.
the Republican leader McCarty he has been talking for almost 2 hours, and all Democrats on Twitter are like going nuts. And this guy came up with a nice tweet. He was like, Kevin McCarthy's speech is now longer than the entirety of the Beatles' landmark 1965 album Help.
Yeah. That's how much they're going to fight this. This isn't going to be something that is going to be fixed in the next couple of weeks. This is going to take a month or more.
No, they're
In the
voting
version-
tonight. The House is voting tonight.
Yeah.
Pelosi already is holding the vote tonight.
Good luck. That I already can
No,
tell
they
you right
got
now.
the votes.
That's not
because
going to
They
fucking...
only need Democrats. They got the majority. They got the 218 votes from the Democrats.
We'll see. This is some bullshit. Where are they at? Let's see. Let's keep an
Yeah.
eye on that vote. Send me a
of
link
the
to
bill
it. Listen to
right
this, though.
now.
This is what they're talking about.
It is the worst piece of legislation that I have seen in my entire life of public service.
The worst piece of
It's
legislation.
transformation.
I can pass you
It
the
will
link if
completely
you want to.
change
Drop the link, please.
America
Convenient for
as
live
we
stream.
know it, all at the expense of working class
He's
families.
basically
They call it the Build Back
screaming at everybody right now.
Yeah. Listen to this.
Build Back Better bill. Let me tell you what those 3 bills stand for. Bankrupts the economy, benefits the wealthy, and it builds the Washington machine. We are standing here
After his speech is done, they
because
have to vote.
This is a budget bill. It originated in the Budget Committee. Speaker Pelosi said that a budget is a statement of your values. Well, let's see the Democrat Party's values by what's in their bill. Of this
this guy's voice.
2,100-page bill, it bankrupts the economy. They will try to tell you that the bill is less than $2 trillion.
God damn, we're going to be so
They'll try to
fucking
tell
rich.
you that a $4.5 trillion spending bill will cost $0. Well, the American people's not stupid. You don't spend $4.5 trillion
Francisco, turn down
and
your
it costs $0.
Oh, okay.
But that's one of their talking points. Even Senator Manchin.
I'd like to thank everybody for helping me break the 400 viewer resistance level. Let's shoot for 500. Much love. Drop a like, share it.
A Democrat senator from West Virginia says that this bill creates shell games. We know there's all kinds of
We're gonna be
budget
so
gimmicks
fucking rich
to try to make it look like that it only spends $1.5 trillion. In fact, it spends $4.5 trillion. Even the New York Times agrees that it spends a whole lot more money than what the Democrats are saying. It also, not only being the largest spending bill in the history of this United States,
thing I want to
it's the
know is when are
largest
they
tax
actually going to
increase
stop
in the
playing
history of
ball,
the United States, increasing taxes on working class families of all
gonna pay
income
this.
levels.
You and me, we're gonna pay
All
this.
at a time when we are facing record inflation. Since Joe Biden has taken office, inflation is over 7%. In my home state,
If you calculate inflation the same way they used to in 1971, inflation is at 14.3%. Food for thought.
inflation is over 8%.
Look,
Madam
Sonny,
Speaker-
Sonny is somebody I follow on Twitter. Crypto breaking medium trend.
Talk to me, Francisco.
Crypto is breaking medium trends.
Meaning what? Explain. You with me, Francisco? Where we at, brother?
Watching fucking McCarty.
Let's check it out. We're gonna go straight to the House of Representatives right now to watch these. See what
Yeah, I
these
just
assholes
shared
do.
on the DD live stream. I just shared the link there.
Appreciate you, brother. That's fire. Love it. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Please drop a like for the algorithm. 420 viewers. Spark up, everybody. Have a drink. Cheers. Drink them if you got them. This thing says it was considered as unfinished business. Debate pursuant to the House. Where's the video at?
On the left side.
I see. Got it. Thanks. Make sure you guys follow my man, Dr. Marco Metzler, on LinkedIn. You can also follow me, Marcel Kalinovic, on LinkedIn. Motion to reconsider laid on the table to agree to without objection. Let's take a look and see what the hell's going on with these assholes.
He drank a lot of water today, man. The way he's speaking for 2 hours, I'm surprised his mouth is not sour.
What's the matter, Maverick? Got your panties in a bunch?
Are you listening to him or not?
I can't seem to find the video. Where's it at, brother?
It's on the left.
Oh, it's right there. Got you. Thanks. That thing did fucking take forever to load. You figure these assholes would invest in some better technology, seeing as it's the United States government. It's got unlimited goddamn money. Jerome Powell should print them some new money to fucking get better servers over here. We need some fucking super servers over here. Thanks, Maverick. Appreciate you, brother. Joe, this doesn't mean anything regarding the debt ceiling, my friend. This is just the Build Back Beijing plan that they're currently working on. This is not the debt ceiling. They're still working on. They can't even get to the debt ceiling, which is going to be different. You know, they can't even get to the fucking debt ceiling before they finish this Build Back Beijing bullshit. Damn, Francisco, you're eating up all the stream, man. It's not letting me on.
What was it?
I bet you it's on YouTube.
No, I was watching on the webpage.
I believe
the
you.
government.
I'm seeing it there. It's just not loading because our goddamn government spends too much money on the military and not enough to take down fucking Citadel and a few bucks on their fucking servers. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah,
I'll patch you. I will pass you the link on YouTube then.
All right, thanks, brother. That would be solid because that shit's not fucking going anywhere. But again, let's go back to what my friend Dr. Marco Metzler was saying about the ratings from the S&P Global being soft. The S&P Global and Fitch are taking it easy on these guys. And Fitch already downgraded 2 Chinese property developers in the last couple of weeks. 3, excuse me. Not to mention, there's 8 different property developers right now that are currently in default in China, as well as Evergrand, which is the largest one, which is an entire percentage of the Chinese economy. Not to mention more so when you take into the amount that's not counted, such as the Chinese local government having $8 trillion in used vehicles and new vehicles, fleet vehicles. The Chinese local government spent $8 trillion on cars and trucks and fire trucks and shit like that. It's insane.
There you go, man. I just posted.
So, like, even if such agencies and media are falsely keeping the company alive, the 80% of the purchase price, which will only be due in 2 months, will definitely never be seen by Evergrande itself in this time. It's probably more than unlikely that the company will still be around somehow in 2 months. This guy's got a fucking PhD in economics. This guy knows his shit. A lot more than you and I guarantee you that. And if my dumb ass can see it, and you can see it, so can these guys, right? This does certainly remind me a lot of 2008, what they pulled with the collateralized debt obligations. You know? What do you think? Leave it in the comments. What the fuck do you think? Does this sound like super senior synthetic collateralized debt obligations, mortgage-backed securities all over again? Jesus fucking Christ. All they do is repackage the tranches, move them overseas, and the CFTC closes their eyes. Rostin Beanham? Come on, man. I hope to meet you one day and shake your hand, and I'm going to ask you about this personally, face to face. I probably will through Lit Xchange, as well as Mr. Gary Gensler. Mr. Gary Gensler, where the fuck's my whistleblower money? Thank you, sir. Jesus, fuck me. God. Let me get rid of this shit, since it's not loading anyway.
Folks on the other side of the aisle
Did
will
you find
say
it?
that inflation is just a high-class problem.
I just share on the.
They'll say that it's
on the
only
chat, on the live
transitory.
stream.
But I can tell you that people of Missouri and the people across this country care about those increasing prices in the supermarket, not the prices in the
$24 a
stock
pound
market.
steaks.
This bill only punishes Main Street while rewarding Wall Street, and you should be ashamed of what's going on in this bill, Madam Speaker. This bill.
Look at this. $25,000 tax cut for millionaires. Yo, if you're a millionaire, you get a $26,000 tax cut. But you and I are going to get $20. 20. No commas.
Damn.
No commas.
Bitcoin 10K down.
Hey, Francisco, we
Yo,
didn't even
bro,
get a comma,
we
bro. Damn. Fuck me. That's bullshit.
Yeah, man.
Beyond belief. The Democrats always say that they're the party of the working class. Well, in fact, the 10 most wealthy congressional districts in this body are all held by liberal Democrats. In fact, Wall Street spent more than $70 million to defeat Donald Trump and to elect Joe Biden. And so why are they doing this bill? They're doing this bill to reward their political friends, their constituents, their allies, their donors. And the second largest program in this bill is a tax cut for millionaires. $250 billion for a tax cut for millionaires. A millionaire family will get $25,900 in a tax break in this bill. But a middle-class family, they'll get $20.
You heard
They're
it right
just
here.
rewarding their friends.
You heard it here
But
first,
you know what,
like
those
always.
millionaires, they also get $12,500 to buy luxury electric cars. But guess what? Those millionaires also get government, taxpayer, paid family leave. The list goes on and on about the benefits to the wealthy, and this body should be ashamed of what's about to happen. And the third B, it builds the Washington bureaucracy. This bill creates more than 150 new federal programs. It's all about control. This bill is about controlling every aspect of the Americans' lives, whether it's their paychecks, whether it's their healthcare decisions, whether it's their kids' education. And I would think
don't know
that
if you've been
the
down to tour with them.
Democrats, after seeing what
If
happened
any
a
of
few
you
weeks
going,
ago in Virginia,
You want to make it bipartisan?
Thank
I'll
you
go.
for your
I know a
support.
lot of people on this
Appreciate
side of
you.
the aisle will go with you.
For the channel.
Because we think it's an American problem. That we want to solve it together. But when someone comes across the border, and you have the children, it's interesting, Mr. Speaker, when it became one party with 1 year, you changed the definition. They're no
Yeah,
longer
we're talking
dangerous.
about the Build Back Beijing bill right now.
Still the same place. But it's the border agents who have to go off the border and inside to care for them.
Does it sound like
So
they're
the
coming to an
border's less
agreement?
secure. And now you're providing more money for them
They
to come.
don't need Republicans.
Less agents there.
They can do with a simple majority.
I understand.
It's just a spiral.
I wonder if all Democrats will agree to
I'm
this shit,
saying-
though. I wonder if all Democrats will
between
agree to this.
Yeah,
shit, you know?
they got the votes.
Gas prices.
Yeah.
They got the
border,
votes. They got
crime.
220.
There's a common
They got all the
ground.
votes.
Well,
Yeah,
it's before
they really
expected.
don't need Republicans.
One party
Okay.
rule.
We'll
in
see what
Washington
happens.
For 1 year.
I hope you're right, man. But either way, we still got to go
US
through
Border Patrol members
another social spending
in the Southwest
package
Division of
and the
border
debt
alone
ceiling. And we
saved
know Republicans don't plan to help with the debt ceiling.
4,920 lives.
This is not
in
good.
2019.
If I wasn't concerned, I wouldn't be
5,071
talking
lives
about this.
in FY20.
You know I don't stream AMC and GameStop unless the price is going to go
12,833
up
lives
significantly.
in 21.
Same here.
And 836.
I'm not streaming this shit unless I think the stock market is going to go down significantly, like crypto has been.
Why don't we pass a bill to honor?
Crypto is a laundry. It's the laundry of hedge funds.
Why don't we bring them here to Washington?
Make sure you hedge yourself against the current
Better yet,
economy.
why don't we go to them? It's our job to secure the border. You're spending trillions of dollars. You know what you're spending money on? Not to build the wall. You're taking taxpayer money on material they already have there and paying them not to build it. So Russell Johnson, children
That's
can't.
great.
That's what you're taking taxpayers' money for. That's why you're hiring more IRS agents to audit more Americans to get more out of them because you don't trust that they're honest.
Yeah. 88,000 IRS agents, by the way. And those 88,000
There's
IRS
not a day
agents
that doesn't
are
go by.
going to take money from you and I and small businesses
Just this week,
in order to make themselves look good.
of a 5-year-old child all by himself. You know, one of the trips down the border, I was talking to this Border Patrol agent. And I was asking her about her job. You could tell the stress that she has felt. To work under these conditions, the threat of the cartel, the crime coming across, the families, the children. And she told a story of 3 young children she saw out in the distance. The oldest was 5, the next was 3, and the other was 11 months. I said, where was the parent? There was no parent. Well, what crowd was she with? No, they were all alone. If she had not found them, they would not have lived. So let this sink in. You're encouraging more of the to come. People don't make it all the time. People are raped. Human trafficking happens because they don't have the money to pay the cartel. Then when they come to America, they have to work to keep paying. You're incentivizing that.
He ain't lying.
And while you incentivize that, you make Americans unsafe.
He's not fucking lying, you know. I come from an immigrant family. You know, I understand
I
this
don't know,
sentiment.
Mr. Speaker, it's something that the just administration does in the cabinet or everywhere when they're asked a question. I know what the Secretary of Energy did when she asked about how to lower prices. She just laughed. But I remember, Mr. Speaker, when Vice President Kamala Harris was asked about the border. She has a very definite laugh. You know what her answer was? Well, I haven't been to Europe either. Well, she could go to Europe because people from Europe are coming across that border too.
Yeah.
She'd go to Russia, Egypt, Yemen. She'd go around the world.
Not sure, Natalie.
Now, speaking of safety and security, was hardworking Americans being ignored by Democrat politicians. Let's talk about law enforcement. Because, Mr. Speaker,
Yeah, we need
I
term
remember
limits,
on
Roland.
this floor,
That's for sure.
in the last Congress, of the chant, defund the police. I remember what the city looked like. I remember one night looking out and the rioters. I remember the speaker yelling about having the National Guard at the Lincoln Memorial. That spread across America.
That's right, WOPR. People need to stand up, and they
I
need to
can't
do
keep
what's
count
right.
of how many people die in Chicago in one weekend. In Minneapolis, where George Floyd was murdered.
Rick James, I do not think small business lines of credit loans on AMC
When
and
they
GME
decided to defund the police,
retail. I'm not sure I
it
understand
was
you.
on
I'm sorry.
the ballot 2 weeks ago on Tuesday. It failed. Mr. Speaker, you and I have known each other a long time.
Al Capone, you're running for alderman in
competitive.
Chicago. I love it. Do it, man.
I know
I'll
you
vote
didn't
for you.
get to
Tell me what
Congress
your
the
real
first
name
time
is in
out.
DM. We'll spread the
We beat you
word,
that
brother.
first time, but you came back. You're competitive. You work hard. It's not my job to give you political advice. But I don't know if you've seen the numbers. It's nothing we're doing. You know, 110 polls have
Fuck
been taken
me,
since
this is rough.
1981. Never
Not good.
Never.
I need some more whiskey.
have they reflected what they reflect today.
Our economy's
just not
fucked. Cheers.
You see, we all have the pleasure and the honor.
What are you drinking?
15,000 people have ever had this honor to represent
Calumet Farm, Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey, small batch,
the
14 year.
debates that have taken place here.
That a boy. What do you think about it?
It's fucking
Always
phenomenal.
bipartisan.
Isn't it awesome?
The president
fucking
promised he'd bring that back.
If you like Calumet, wait,
There hasn't been one
wait,
time.
just wait. Oh,
Not one time.
Hold on, brother. Gotta,
Tonight
after
was
this
not
video.
bipartisan. You
Nah,
didn't
you
work
know what?
Yep.
Fuck this guy. We need to move on. This guy's boring as hell.
You're spending the most
It's
money
10:30
ever
Eastern
spent
time, and
in
they're
a
still
single
going
bill
at it,
in the
talking
history
about
of
Build Back
America.
Beijing.
The greatest nation ever on the face of the earth. And your children's children will read it was one party rule for 1 year.
I can't wait to shake
Mr.
all you
Speaker.
guys' hands, smoke a blunt, have a drink with you, sit down and have some lunch.
I watched
It's going to be amazing. I don't know if it might take a
American
few
vote.
months or a year,
in
but
states that are blue states
MOASS
overwhelmingly
imminent.
reject. From Seattle
MOASS is
Minneapolis.
fucking imminent.
to New York to New Jersey to Virginia.
Virginia and New Jersey and all across this country would
Funny,
know
you're
that the
different guys are
American
saying the
people
exact
are
same
fed
thing,
up
right?
with government control. In fact, over the weekend, a poll said 60%
Look at
of
this.
Americans believe that Joe Biden and the Democrats are expanding government control beyond belief.
No kidding. 88,000 new IRS agents.
If we want to protect working class families, if we want to protect our freedoms, if we want to save America, we have to kill this bill. I reserve the
Look at
balance of my
that.
time.
This is how much they're
The
fighting it.
gentleman from Missouri reserves. The gentleman.
That's how badly they're fighting it. You know, this is ridiculousness. Absolute craziness that we have going on here. UK Express. The first mass media warn of a global stock market crash. Many have wondered why the mainstream media did not pick up on our work. Perhaps they artificially wanted to keep the market stable, or rather, trusted the secret sources. However, the first major newspaper in the Newspaper Express in the UK has written about the coming crash and picked up on Miss Dr. Marco Metzler's latest LinkedIn post regarding Evergrand and the contagion that it's bound to happen, because we are literally looking at a $500 billion plus nuclear bomb. This is not bullshit. This could not be more real here. The newspaper has a pretty decent circulation of around 250,000, but the good thing is that people are actually starting to learn about what's happening. And this is happening. This is something that needs to be shared with people worldwide. So at least one newspaper has the fucking diamond balls to actually go out there and report the truth. You know, when you got Evergrand selling $250 million company, a subsidiary company called Hang 10, which is basically Netflix, China's version of Netflix, that's great, but a quarter billion dollars is not enough when you have $500 billion in liabilities. It doesn't take a goddamn genius to figure that out. Am I right or am I right? What the fuck, guys? You know, if you don't believe me, take it from a goddamn PhD in economics. Oh yeah, Francisco, don't you also have a fucking bachelor's and a master's in econ? He does, by the way, for those of you that aren't aware. You know what? Ken Griffin, I want my fucking money. 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 I want my fucking money. Oh, shit. Gary Gensler, I want my fucking money. Money. I want my fucking money. You guys with me? Gary Gensler, I want my fucking money. Holy shit. Also, the Hang Seng was down 13% yesterday, and as of today, as of right now, the Hang Seng is down another 1.77%. What do you think this means? Okay, yesterday it was down 13%. The day before that it was down. Today it's down another 1.77%. In the first several minutes, in the first 37 minutes of trading, basically. Come the fuck on. This is a global contagion. Be careful with your pension and your 401k. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. That's for damn sure. It's your fucking money. Take care of it. Take fucking care of it. Silverback, brother, how about some financial advice, man? If we make a shitload of money in AMC and GameStop on this squeeze, where are good places for us to put our goddamn money? Not financial advice, of course, just your opinion.
First of all.
And of course, everybody's going to have a different financial situation. But if you've got a lot of money, you know, from the squeeze, and you're not sure you want to keep it in the U.S. dollar, for example, where would you put it? For you personally, where would you put it? With no details as to yourself or as to your background.
I will say that I would probably diversify into different currencies first.
Yeah, good idea. Like what?
Because some are going to be affected more than others.
Great. Give us some examples, brother. I know.
Yeah, probably some intangibles. Tangibles, gemstone, a little bit of precious metals. You want to minimize that as much as possible, unless you're going to be investing in gold in bulk and doing it in private storage in another country. There's some financial basis on doing something like that can actually get you to. You don't have to claim some of it, we'll just say. Emerging markets, places like Vietnam, Georgia, Croatia,
the
places
country.
like that. Old Soviet states.
Yeah.
Those are emerging markets. I mean, you're looking at some of their banking over there getting 10% on interest on a savings or a checking account.
I think we were seeing that even Brazil had an 11.87%
Yes.
yield on their 10-year bonds, while the United States has a 1.6 fucking garbage 10-year yield.
Yeah, and then you couple that shit right with everybody. So, in the grand scheme of things, yes, U.S. set a lot of goals and a lot of high points that people would like to attain to, but everybody passed this. And that's everything from healthcare to our the basis of the dollar. We're no longer on the gold standard. There's a lot to keep up with now.
America
I think we're
used to be the leader, right? We used to be the best.
Right. I think in healthcare alone, we're ranked like 16th. Think about that.
I think it's much worse than that, sadly, for healthcare.
Oh,
but
probably so.
in many other,
yeah, I mean,
many other aspects, we are definitely not even in the top 30 in the best quality of life for first world countries. Right. That's pretty fucking sad, guys.
Well, we were talking about stem cells and the advantages of stem cells and having that, right, basically help your body. And I think Cash said something about it being like North Korea or South Korea being number one in the world.
I think it's
Cash, tell us a little bit.
Hey,
Cash, brother, tell us a little bit about stem cells. What can you say? Do you think they're valuable, brother, for you personally? Be honest.
I'm still alive because of them, so yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, brother.
Crazy, man.
But the best stem cells are out of the U.S. for sure.
Cash said that he's still alive because of stem cells. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we have to go through a lot here, right, to go through FDA stuff. And through the medical associations. I mean, they don't approve things like they do in other countries. They're a little bit more accepting of new methods and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I had stem cell done on me in the St. Louis area, and it kept me from getting invasive surgery on my back, and I would had full range of motion in 8 weeks. So if it's doing that good for me here, I don't even want to think about what it's doing for Cash.
Yeah, that's great.
I mean,
that's beautiful. You know, Exhibit B, guys. You know, we just happen to be in the same chat room. We just happen to be friends. You know, through this beautiful community and this beautiful movement that's occurred, because people have had enough, and we've realized that, hey, maybe these things that are illegal in the United States, like stem cell research and stem cell therapy, save lives, because they literally do. Proven right here, twice over already. And I know we've got more than one too. I know Elmo can attest to that, as well as several others in this chat.
Oh, 100%, bro. Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, my wife had her shoulder done. The only reason I had it done was because and that's how blind I was to it. I mean, she got her shoulder done. I told her not to do it because I thought it was fucking snake oil. And you know, she had an 85% tear in her rotator, and a year later, it's stronger in the other arm. So I said, screw it, I'll get my back done. Then I hear about somebody like Cash, and you think of what we're missing on a daily basis on medical, just because we're not made aware of it.
Absolutely right.
Wasn't it you back that said that stem cell therapy can actually cure diabetes?
It can. So it in theory, can do diabetes. It can do, it regenerates. Now think about this. Have you ever heard of this before? It regenerates connective tissue and cartilage. I mean, if you have RA, if you have rheumatoid
arthritis. My mother has that, actually. I want to take her to South America for stem cells.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So what they told me is when I had my back done, so my wife had her shoulder done, and it was done with blood and fat cells. They put it through a centrifuge. And when they did it for my back, they didn't take blood. They took a bone marrow sample out of my hip. And they said that the back reacts really, really well to that stem cell. But if, like I said, if she wouldn't have had it done, I wouldn't have had it done. I would, Cash, I wouldn't even know what in the hell he's talking about. What do you think that they're suppressing from us medically? I mean, they do it financially. They do it on the market.
Hey, somebody because you guys are bringing up such great points, I want to inform people here. Somebody asked in the chat that somebody mentioned that they don't have the money to get, a rotator cuff, fixed. Would you let me know? I forgot who it was. Mentioned recently had some surgery, and it was only like around like under $5,000. One of you guys, would you mind letting me know how much yours was? Your stem cells therapy was?
Yeah, stem cells. So my back was $3,600. And what was yours?
$3,600.
Shoulder.
$3,600 for his back relief.
Yeah, but do you know what Care Credit is? It's a credit card that's based on credit, based on medical field. You can even use it for your pets.
Care Credit is it's a credit card you can apply for to get extended payments on healthcare services. Yes, sir.
Yeah, so that's what we did on her shoulder and on my back. There are avenues. There's probably even cheaper places to have it done. I just didn't know of it, and I heard about it, and I had the ability to go do it.
Absolutely. There's one more thing I wanted to bring up. For those of you that are unaware, this is the 5th month in a row that 4 million Americans plus have quit their fucking jobs. 4 million Americans per month. All right? Oh, my bad. I must have clicked the wrong thing. But yeah, I would never ask you for money. So if anybody on Twitter or anywhere comes to you asking for money, saying they're me, that's not me. I promise you. Report them. 5 months in a row, 4 million Americans per month have quit their jobs. Unemployment is low, says the U.S. government, but they're hiding all of those people that don't qualify. All right. So far this year, almost 35 million Americans have quit their jobs. Millions more than have ever been seen before in history. The next closest was around 31 million in 2019. This is unprecedented, and this is picking up speed fast. People have said enough is enough. I'm going to find my own ways to make money, and the gig economy and entrepreneurship and other factors have greatly contributed, such as Biden's unconstitutional vaccine mandate, have directly led to the Great Reset happening right now, where 35 million Americans have quit their goddamn jobs. That should frighten you. If it doesn't, you either don't give a fuck about your future, your family's future, or what could possibly happen. But there's a reason we're having supply chain shortages. Okay, the reason that I make sporadic videos on YouTube and not every single day is because I'm not a YouTuber. I'm a business owner. I own a logistics company. I own a trucking company, warehousing and distribution. I know all about the supply chain issues that we're having. I deal with them every single day on ocean drayage, air freight, and more, domestic and international. What you're seeing now is just the beginning. Good luck. Good luck. Make sure you're properly hedged. I want my fucking money.
Hey, here's a thought going back to the stem cell research stuff that we were talking about. Why do you think you go to the doctor and they would rather push pills down your throat or tell you that you need to get a $22,000 surgery on your arm or your shoulder or your knee or something like that, rather than just say, hey, why don't you go get some stem cell therapy? Why do you think they do that?
Because it makes a lot more money for pharmaceutical companies, huh? That would
Which are connected to what?
That would be the easiest answer.
Yeah, it absolutely does. Which pharmaceutical companies are backed by what? Or who, I should ask. Or maybe I should say involved with.
Mm-hmm.
Wrong verbiage. The fucking federal government.
Damn fucking
It's all
right.
about money, dude. It's about money.
At the end of the day, it's what rules the roost.
Yep.
Here, sadly, in America and globally now. America went to China and showed them how capitalism works, and lo and behold, they're really fucking good at it. To the point where China's real estate market is worth double that of the United States. Chinese real estate market is worth double that of the United States of America. Let that sink in a little bit, and then think why Cassia, Chinese Development, and Evergrand and all these other companies going bankrupt is bad news for the global economy. Their bonds and their stock is issued worldwide to banks that you bank with. where your money is currently invested. Alan, I'm very proud of you for having quit your job to start your own business. I wish you the best of luck, my brother. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Norman says, fuck hospitals. I worked in an emergency room for 5 years. Doctors don't solve problems. They alleviate your deterioration. That was very eloquently stated, man. I appreciate that insight. That's fucked up, man. Thank you for your insider information. Yeah, Tommy, you should definitely look into stem cell therapy for your jobs, for your knee there, and anything else, man. I wish you the best of luck on it, man. Don't go direct to surgery if you can find alternatives. You know, get second opinions, look into stem cell therapy and other things, plasma therapy. There's a lot of places that are able to offer that in the United States and globally, you know, South America and Europe. And I'm sure Asia as well. So just make sure you do your due diligence on any investments, both financial and healthcare related. Spark up, everybody. Have a great. I think that's it for us. I wish you all the best of luck and peace and wealth to everybody. Thanks so much for joining us again on the Think Tank. Drop a like and subscribe if you found value. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Money. I want my fucking. Let's switch it up. Join the Discord. Look out for the Xchange.
I think it's time to blow this thing. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Getting fucking rich. I want my fucking money. Griffin, I want my fucking money. Have a great night, brother. Peace out, everybody. Thank you, Pan. Thank you, Javi. Thank you, Mods. Thank you, everybody. AMC, GME, Ape Nation. Holy shit, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Fuck! Damn it, we're gonna be so fucking rich. Holy shit! I want my fucking money.
You're an original,
hey,
aren't
Yellen,
you?
Cowboy. Give me the fucking money. Come on, old Yeller. Hey the fuck up, old Yeller. Get the goddamn money printer out. Fucking love this song. We're gonna be so fucking rich.